I know this city. I live in this city. I've provided service in this city. I love this city, and I've proven myself again and again. I never fled. I believe in prove, don't move. Don't follow Eric Adams to the next nightclub. Don't follow Andrew Cuomo wants to run for president. He said he's going to go on a national tour when he's elected mayor. Hey, pal, do the job of being the mayor, which is something Andrew Cuomo never wants to do. Curtis Sliwa is the real New Yorker running in this race.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast, and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts, and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring, and George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
What's good, my people? It's the MC Too Tall Show with your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host, MC Too Tall. I want to talk more about the mayoral race in New York. They're saying the vote's going to be split, the vote's going to be split, the vote's going to be split. Curtis Sliwa is the Republican. He's got a separate vote all by himself. The split is going to be between the two Democrats that are now running as independents and the Democrat that's running as a Democrat. That's where it's going to split. It's splitting three ways. It's splitting three ways. It's not splitting two ways between Sliwa and Adams or Sliwa and Cuomo, and then Mondani's going to slip in. It's split three ways between Adams, Cuomo, and Mondavi. The Mamdani, whatever. I don't need to know his name because he's not going to be the next mayor. It's split between these three on the left and the guy on the right, because we do have a person on the right side of politics in this mayoral campaign. His name is Curtis Sliwa. And he's going to slip in and be mayor because the left vote is split three ways. It's not the moderate vote split up all different ways and the fanatical leftist is going to get in. The left vote is going to be split three ways. And then the guy on the right is going to be the next mayor. That's how you have to look at it. Don't worry about Cuomo, the failed governor. Don't worry about Adams, the failed mayor. Worry about getting the person who dedicated his whole life to public safety in, to avoid this socialist coming in wanting city-run grocery stores. That's going to lead to bread lines. That's going to lead to these city-run grocery stores and supermarkets taking out the chain supermarkets or chasing them away to other states and shutting down your local mom and pop bodegas. Community. Nobody smiles in a communist country except the people up top. And any society that is communist or socialist, one and the same, by the way, fascist, Nazi, communist, socialism, that's all one group. Just because these socialists didn't like these socialists, it doesn't mean they're not both socialists. Nazism and fascism are communist light. You're better off with Hitler than Stalin. if you want to know the truth. Thankfully, we don't have that kind of choice here. We have somebody who's cut and dry and cares about this city and doesn't want this city to fully crumble. The death blow would be electing Mamdani. And it depends. How fast do you want the city to crumble? Do you want it to crash and burn right away with Mamdani? Or do you want it to slowly crumble before your eyes with either Cuomo or Adams? Or you could avoid all of that and just elect Curtis Sliwa. And another thing I'd like to point out is that there are no kill shelters to come under the Curtis Sliwa mayoralship. It's just how it's going to be. He's an animal lover. His wife's an animal lover. They care about animal refuges. They don't want to see kill shelters anymore. So every shelter in New York City will be a no-kill shelter under the mayorship of Curtis Sliwa. You gotta understand that. None of these other candidates care about your cat. None of these other candidates care if cats live or die, or little puppy dogs, or little bunny rabbits that get too big shortly after Easter. Which I always thought it was stupid to give out chicks and rabbits on Easter, because those things grow up to be big. They have special diets, and chicks grow up to be roosters and hens, and you're gonna hear them clucking and cock-a-doodle-doing every freaking morning at the crack of dawn. I don't get that, but at least when these things are put in shelters, they don't have to be executed just because some friggin' idiot thought it was a great idea to buy and gift them for Easter. Now, for public safety, you already see what's going on. Subway's not safe, the street's not safe. My brother had an appointment out in Manhattan, seeing how unsafe it was out there. He said, nah, I'm not going to Manhattan. So he didn't go to Manhattan, and we stayed home, and we ate gyros with French fries and stuff. And it was pretty cool. You know, I like when my brother is home safe. But not everybody has that luxury. My brother's retired. But not everybody has that luxury. They have to go into Manhattan to work. And you don't know when you're reading your newspaper on the train if somebody's gonna just stab you right in the chest, right through the newspaper. Because they want to, and it's not because they want your money, but because they want some sort of clout on TikTok or Instagram. Freaking animals. How about you got this guy, he comes from who the hell knows where, somewhere south of the border, comes all the way up here just to catch a woman sleeping on the train and light her on fire. By the time she wakes up, she's up in flames. She's trying to figure out what the hell is going on while she's burning alive. And this sick son of a bitch is sitting right there on the bench watching it. And people are walking by, not doing a damn thing, as if this is just every day at work. I thought I was looking at some AI edit. No, but this was real. Somebody really got burnt up alive. Died as soon as paramedics arrived, and they arrested this guy, but it's all after the fact. They couldn't save her. And I bet you this person gets a slap on the wrist. Unless Curtis Sliwa becomes mayor and Elise Stefanik becomes governor. which is another thing. We're going to get into that after we get over the hump of this mayoral race, because the Sliwa mayoral race is winnable. The Sliwa ticket on the mayoral race is winnable. You just gotta have faith. You just gotta vote for this man. You gotta understand what this man's credentials are, what he brings to the table. Priority one is public safety. Priority one, let me say that again. Priority one is public safety. And the only one that's actually going to do something to improve public safety is Curtis Sliwa. So don't give me this, well, I like Curtis Sliwa, and Eric Adams sucked as a mayor, but I'm going to vote for Eric Adams because he's got a chance of winning. You know what? I'm a Knicks fan. I'm still going to call myself a Knicks fan, but I'm going to root for the freaking Aces every time they play the Knicks because they have a better chance of representing the Eastern Conference in the finals. Does that make sense to you? I go to the Garden with my Knick garb and everything, but I root for the Pacers and cheer that when the Pacers score a basket. Does that make sense to you? Of course not. Don't vote for who you don't hope will make the city better, and vote for who you believe will make the city better. And I like Sliwa more, but I'm voting against him because one of his opponents has a better chance of winning. Let me tell you something. If Zoran Mamdani becomes mayor of New York, it is not the fault of the people that voted for Sliwa. It's the fault of the people that didn't vote for Sliwa. And I want people to, you know what? I'll have every right to bitch and moan about a Mayor Mamdani, if that's ever to come to be. Because I know with confidence I voted for the right candidate. I voted for the person who should win. I mean, I don't think I should even think about that, what happens if Sliwa loses, because this campaign is winnable. You got people like me backing up Curtis Sliwa. You got Sid Rosenberg, but I don't trust Sid. I think he might bail out on him. You got a very prominent figure in New York City by the name of Scott Lebedo. He's a world-renowned artist. He does a lot of political art. He does a lot of American flag art. He's backing up Curtis Sliwa all the way to the end. And so am I. And I think he's going to get the endorsement from good God and holy heaven above. Respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Follow and share this wonderful content. Don't be immoral. Don't be gross. Stay strong. Keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building. Hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, MC Too Tall. Be good.